You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard.
Bro, if you sit down with 12 and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like Gunner Radis from saying yes ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying they said Roscoe the bust up?
Oh man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation and you mad that Yak got it?
What?
He told before Gunner, 2015 told.
Every rapper in the industry reacted to Young Thug snitching like Tekashi 6ix9ine. Rappers even agreed with 6ix9ine, which means something is definitely wrong with Young Thug snitching.
Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time I come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon. Like, that's a forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro, it's okay, bro, because he told after 3, like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. It's me, the host. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hear everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage's Future? Why you not saying that?
As 6ix9ine's reacting to the first interrogation video of Young Thug snitching also got the attention of YSL Mondo. He would speak his thoughts on Thug snitching being leaked online, giving an inside look of somebody in the YSL camp. He would also mention there was a YSL group chat that would quickly dissolve, with members leaving the chat when all of these videos leaked online.
I just beat him off a Rico. Come home. Still talking about, oh, rat, bro, that's God. That ain't nothing but God biting you back in your, bro, because you probably been thankful that you just beat a life sentence in a Rico and came home and minded your business and been humble. But instead, you still coming out pushing the rat narrative, bro, and all that, this, that, and the third. Now look, he came back and bought your bitch. But that ain't the key. The thing is, too, though, he brainwashed people. He still got motherfuckers only talking about, and y'all heard with y'all own ears. You got motherfuckers AI, and did that and the third, and, oh, he ain't rat on nobody. Bro, if you sit down with 12, and bust out and say these words, if y'all talking about like Gunner Radis from saying yes ma'am, you mean to tell me this not making a rat by saying they said Roscoe the bust up? And then a nigga Roscoe did 10 years behind it, and you just got on the internet talking about didn't rat on you? Boy, so brainwashed, it's sickening. Y'all need daddy figures, and y'all just be sitting back waiting on something good, waiting on something to happen. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stick around, maybe they'll put me on, maybe I can get some out. Roscoe, you the worstest. Twin, you worse than the rat itself. You did 10 years, twin, behind Roscoe. You did 10 years behind it, brother. And you just come on the internet and didn't tell on you when everybody just heard this man say your name a few times. You feel me?
With Young Thug's rap career crumbling down, PeeWee Roscoe would then come out of nowhere trying to save him. It reads, PeeWee Roscoe addresses Young Thug supposedly telling on him in an interrogation video, where PeeWee Roscoe would come out praising Young Thug for doing the right thing.
Politicking, man, Jeff, clean as Listerine, man, clean as Ivory soap, you feel what I'm saying? I done the time, I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we said the Wayne Carter. What's wrong with you? You feel what I'm saying? No, a statement is this right here. Lineup selective. That's him. He did that. He didn't do that. He did what a taxpaying citizen do. A real street. Kept it solid. Kept it overly real. You feel what I'm saying? Really tried to pull me out the hole. So, I don't, you feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the PR now, y'all don't remember when I was locked up. Now, let me just show you how the PRs and the internet selective politics. You know what I mean? We're gonna keep it real. When I was locked up and Jeff was locked up, we went viral when they was like, that's the type of friend you want. He was like, man, Roscoe ain't told y'all that thing. Yeah, that's the beauty there. That's the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like all those, Everybody is in the state room, in the interrogation room, and they gave statements.
But this is where something very strange happened. 20 minutes after Roscoe made that video, Young Thug would reply, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. #ratware." Making some fans believe Young Thug paid PeeWee Roscoe to come out and say that Thug never snitched on him to try to save his rap career. However, YSL Woody was not going for it. He would then call out Young Thug and PeeWee Roscoe for that little plan that they were trying to do, while also calling out Roscoe for a very deep secret that he has been hiding.
And Pee-wee, don't forget about that story. When you said it out your own mouth, how you did it with that trans. PeeWee Roscoe, you know well not to mention me, boy. You know I ain't got no sense. I ain't got no damn screws in my head, boy. You remember we was at the Sky House? Me, you, and Thug was sitting in the car, and that damn swap past, and Thug tapped you and said, "Pee-wee, what's up with that?" And you told Thug how you stuck your lean up in it. Don't get me started.
However, this is then when things completely changed. Today it was announced Young Thug calls out Lil Durk from behind bars. Knowing what has been said by Thug in the interrogation room and in different jail calls, is it safe to assume that he also shared information about Durk's team, OTF, committing crimes?
What's up with the boy Durk? You spoke to the boy Durk?
Yeah.
You need to make. You need to make that. You know, I don't know. I did a lot of players for the boy too though. When the boy career went where it supposed to be, man, Pluto. I was really like locked in with him, like just really with him. But I don't know. He acting a little different. I don't like that, man.
What you mean?
Like
what he?
I done sent him a few songs. He just like I know for sure going right up. He just goddamn taking his time, you know. Go to
man, that's
4-5 days,
yeah.
10 days later, just like that little type. Like, man, you got going on, man.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I already know what you mean.
like, man, it's too much for you, man. Watch out.
Yeah.
He did that to my album, so yeah, I want them on my album. Yeah, he sent a song for my last album. Yeah, he sent a song for it. Then goddamn, when it's time to clear the song, he don't clear the song, so the song didn't make the album. Like,
he ain't clear.
Man, didn't clear the song.
What you mean ain't clear the song?
Yeah, he did. He worked out. Then you get on the internet, keep talking about Thug, this and that, man. Cut that cap.
This would end up getting the attention of an OTF member who would react. Chicago rapper Lil Durk's OTF associate, OTF twin, reacts to Atlanta rapper Young Thug speaking on Durk in a leaked call saying, "That boy on them phones gossiping like a straight girl. I'll never trust a guy who put on makeup and a dress." Now this wouldn't settle with Young Thug well. He would respond instantly, "All y'all new dudes in OTF, just know that I'm the one who sent Brian Seal to help him out on my own dime." However, this was very important to Young Thug, not wanting the narrative that he is angry at Lil Durk to come out to the light. So his sister would come out to speak practically for Young Thug. As it was written, Young Thug's sister says, "People are calling him a snitch just because they know that he can't come to Atlanta." She said that we've been putting belt to, and that's why everybody's clicked up.
Don't be on the internet acting like my brother just when y'all know my brother ain't dead. On the internet acting like y'all just my brother. You know for a fact y'all doing it because he can't come back to Atlanta. Yeah. Don't do this. Don't click up do all this because they know he can't come back to Atlanta. That the only thing it is, he can't come back here. All that spit. Spit on who? Man, we gonna lay right back to A. Now we been putting belt. That's why everybody clicked up.
But this is then when fans notice that who's been leaking all of the snitching audios. Academics wrote, Gunna's been sitting on these jail phone recordings for a minute. Right now is the right time to drop them just to further prove Ralo's point about Young Thug putting everything against everyone. Gunna might be a genius and he played his hand smart, as he would even double down on stream confirming this theory.
I'm almost certain Gunna's team is leaking it to his fan pages. I'm almost certain, okay? I know they're not going to agree to it, right? But I'm almost certain that Gunna's lawyers pulled, because yes, when you're in the case, you don't have to go through a Freedom of Information Act or anything like this, and some of these things would even be available, or it could be challenged if you try to do a FOIA on it. But it appears all of these things may have been gotten from
maybe somebody who was in the case that would request them, and it could have been something for the nature of an appeal or something like that, so the courts are going to give it up because you're a defendant. So for me, I can't tell why there is, like, where's Gunna's calls? Like, we want to hear Gunna's calls, right? And by the way, you could tell maybe they were both doing it to each other. There's a time where Thug actually says he has been having his lawyers review Gunna's call, and Gunna is on the phone talking to a girl saying, I love you, I'm gonna come home soon. And he basically even thinks that Gunna got out of jail early because he wanted, which, bruh, if that's the case, the streets is cooked.
This was then even later confirmed, as right when academics said that it was Gunna leaking all of this info, the news wrote 10 minutes later, another alleged leaked jail call from Young Thug has surfaced, where he's calling QCP a rat, and he speaks on Lil Baby working with him.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was Wham, that was your ever get too, rocking with rat. And you be preaching about that too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. A rat, bro. I understand all that. Help put you on. Listen, man. A rat, I don't give what help. Man, give me $1 million. Man, you're a rat. Whatever you talking about. Imagine telling them niggas still beat the Kato.
As this seemed to be the final straw for Young Thug, not knowing how many of these jail calls are going to be leaking, when it came time to dissing Lil Durk and Lil Baby, hoping those calls never would be seen by the public, Young Thug would then crash out on IG Live against who many believe is against Gunna.
We ain't even talk about these fake guys and fake houses with these pools you can get put out of in the next 2-3 years and all that cheese. We ain't even finna talk about none of that. Like, that is the topic of, I guess. Yeah, your spot out right now. You gonna put it on Instagram. I bet you put it on Instagram. Yeah, your house out. On God. You blocked from your page. I'm on your from my fake page. Can't about to black me. I still see it. You post a picture. That ain't me on that picture. Lane Green. The whole world been thinking that too, man. I'm finna say something about that, man. That ain't me with that skirt on with that hat. The man said he got more hits than me and Kendrick. Bro, your ain't got more hits than Kendrick, and you ain't damn sure ain't got more hits or anthems than me. You hard, why you tripping? And I ride past your house for sale sign up. Now you done went and took your whole money and put down on that goddamn house out there, man, and you couldn't finish paying it off. Now the lady came took her shit back. Now your stupid gotta sell it.
But here's where the story gets very interesting. Gunna's team has been leaking the audios that make Young Thug look bad. This has resulted in Thug's team now leaking audios that make him look good. And let me show you. Young Thug had a phone call while in jail where he got confirmation that Gunna was the reason that the Atlanta DA was able to make the YSL Rico case an actual Rico.
He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a gang. He said YSL is a gang, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crime in furtherance of the gang. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full blown lie. I know individuals right. on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. Like just so you can say slime big. Like that's real. That's what Rico is. That's Rico. So if you get found guilty on Rico, you really you got a light hook, and you are 100% lying. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. Them the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the f you talking about? You know YSL members on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the gang. You just made it a Rico case. You just made it the case.
While also leaking a second audio of Young Thug on a phone call with 21 Savage, where Thug himself would call out the rappers who started dissing Gunna the moment that he was released, without clarification if he actually snitched or not. Young Thug even confirmed rappers really shouldn't have done it so fast.
Type. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
trying to go at him to get clout. Yes, they have. Durk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy. That ain't really saying that to no. That's just like, damn, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, but that's still
But guess what, though, that
what
makes
your
you.
position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying,
yeah, they jumped.
plus they had a conversation with you for that video.
Yeah, but
I look at it.
Wham did though. I talked to Wham. So we get on the phone. Hey, you told Buddy them do that? All right. He's like, all right, stay left. Same shit. I'm talking about off top. Soon it happens.
This makes many believe that Young Thug sharing this phone call is almost his own way of trying to rekindle his friendship with Gunna. However, Charleston White is making it his mission to not allow Young Thug to get out of this, confirming that this will be the downfall of the YSL rapper. Comment down below if you think this is his end.
Say, listen, I prophesied this. Right now, say TCV is looking at all these old videos. I told y'all Young Thug would go tell it. I told y'all. I'm always willing to bet with any rapper. If they keep Young Thug locked up 6 more months in the conditions he in, he'll tell to get out of jail too. They keep him 6 more months locked up in them conditions like that there, he'll tell to get out of jail too. He about ready to break. I told y'all, I am the new prophet. I thought, man, what is he doing talking? A 2-hour interrogation, and you mad at Yak got it. You mad at Gunna. Gunna don't have no interrogation tape, and everybody mad at Gunna. This is what I tell y'all, hip-hop is fake.
However, Charleston White was not done here. He would then double down, saying that he's about to destroy Young Thug to get revenge for everything Thug has said about him in the past.
Say, listen, Atlanta, I know y'all love Thug, and I love y'all. But y'all just bear with me. I'm finna destroy Young Thug. He will not be able to rap no more. Woody, be quiet. Ralo, you know they wrong for how they did you. Lil Baby, you might as well stop hanging with Thug. Gunna, don't talk. Just stay back. Let me get this. I got y'all. Can't nobody beat me. I'm finna destroy. Swear to God. Banks, come on now. Don't.
He is saying this because Young Thug came out of jail, burnt down bridges, released 0 good music, and now just got exposed for being a rat. Tough scenes. With the new interrogation footage going viral online, a massive IG live with 6ix9ine, Wack 100, Ralo, and DJ Academics would then start, where they're all reacting to the new interrogation footage, where they would end up revealing the truth.
And get what? On that call, I never even told you he turned Wham against P, or he turned Wham against all these other different people that he did. But however, you have found out it came off the phone call. But guarantee I ain't going for that line. Should be shunned just like us. The judge had shunned them. Now the streets need to shun that. Guess what? That's what I'm telling you. The thing about sitting down there, coming on here lying, playing them, gang, you telling your ass the truth. Just like I stand up, don't like that tell the truth. He hiding behind these motherfuckers. Mask, but get what? A mask gotta come off. You ain't gonna be able to keep that motherfucking mask on forever. You ain't gonna be able to keep throwing rocks and hide your hand. This is karma.
Where 6ix9ine wants to know why his own rap career was ruined when he snitched out of his case with the 9 tray, why Young Thug's career still isn't over yet. But it also resulted in Wack 100 confirming that there is other cases Young Thug has been involved in that all magically disappear.
Young Thug came home and said, yo, buddy, you're a rat. Stop acting like we cool. Made another excuse. Nah, but his music fire. I thought I said when he come home and say that Gunna told, y'all would gonna be like, all right, now everybody, you see how every time it's something, every time?
And we like Thug though, man. Like somebody, yo.
Thug told, bro.
What?
He told before Gunna, 2015 told, and this was crazy. Got caught with 2 or 3 sticks in LA. Now I'm trying to figure out where them cases went. He got coming out the Lowe's Hotel, the same hotel where Yo Gotti them had that bang out. Remember that bang out happened? Got caught in the Sprinter with 2 or 3 sticks. We ain't heard about that case. This was back then. He told my, and like Ralo said, what conversations did you have since then?
But this would raise a major question in the IG Live. If all of these leaked audios prove that Young Thug knew Gunna snitched out of the YSL trial, why was he still signed to YSL? Academics would then reveal Young Thug is getting royalties from Gunna for the rest of his life.
Gunna got out. You gotta remember, Thug is running this label from behind jail. Thug wanted this off the fucking label. There's a lot of paperwork there. And also, you got to realize they're not going to release somebody from their contract because they snitched. They're going to say, we're going to make money off the snitch. We don't do that. I'll give you a little bit more tea. All that told by Boss and Richie told, Future wouldn't do a record with him, but Future wouldn't drop him. You see how it's business at the end of the day. And I had these conversations with people that worked with the new regime over at 300/Atlantic. And they said, yo, what's probably going to happen is that his contract is going to get moved. So he won't be YSL. But in the history of time, we don't care what you do, they're not letting you go. They'll optically take you off the label, but they're never going to say, we don't want percentage points on money you make.
But the tables then obviously turned, as Young Thug was then outed for being a snitch as well. But this resulted in something very concerning. YSL Woody would send a direct message to Lil Baby and 21 Savage, telling them to stay out of Thug's current issues, or else if he goes down, he will bring them with him.
Told them that Gunna, but it was going over their head. It was going over their head because why? This ain't street. This ain't who they pretend to be. I said, leave Gunna alone. Gunna didn't do nothing wrong. Go look at Thug's interview. They said, why you didn't sign Lil Baby? Thug said, because I didn't want to pull Lil Baby in my... Hey, Lil Baby, I know you might be watching, partner. Got nothing to do with you. Get your money. Hey, we need somebody to win, buddy. It can't be you. Stay out of it. Hey, 21, y'all, stay out of it. Hey, because get what, bro? One thing I know about it, that ain't got nothing to lose, he gonna take everybody down with him. Trust me, when it's time for to stand up, they gonna stand up. They can say what they want to say about me. They can say what they want to say about me. But I ain't did what nobody forced me to do.
21 Savage would actually take YSL Woody's advice. It would be announced that 21 Savage unfollowed Young Thug on Instagram, but he gave them this warning for one specific reason. YSL Woody said this because he has been manipulated by Young Thug in the past. Academics wrote, YSL Woody says Thug never paid for a lawyer for him in all of those interrogations, and he even used to defend Young Thug because he was under manipulation. He is now taking accountability for his actions.
There's no way you supposed to be in the interrogation room without no lawyer. That goes back to the beginning. That man got all this money. He's supposed to take care of all y'all. He supposed to make sure all y'all were good. But, it ain't his job to do that. That's me. I'm defending him. It ain't his job to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so blinded. I'm so manipulated. It ain't his job to, you know what I mean, do that. You know what I mean? We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. Because if we knew what we were getting ourselves into, we would have never been in that. We would have never been in that at the beginning. I wouldn't. I didn't respect a lot of stuff. Still don't.
YSL Woody wasn't the only person manipulated by Young Thug in the past, because so was Ralo. Ralo argues his entire rap career is ruined because of Young Thug, and let me explain. Ralo would tweet, well, I lied to the feds for real, and you still called Lil Baby and told him to cut me off because I wasn't right. So now you're gonna have to go through what me and Gunna went through, and we're still waiting on that gospel album. Sneak dissing him for tweeting just 2 weeks ago, if you're a rapper and you rap, you just gotta go gospel, but also exposing Young Thug's secret tactic, where he has done this many times before, calling rappers in the industry all to avoid one certain person, trying to essentially ruin their rap career. As we all heard Young Thug do this to Gunna while he was in jail.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to, or he sent a message to Durk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not f***ing with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
this would get a response from Young Thug, who would respond saying, you see, the difference between me and you is, number one, your friend said you didn't lie. You actually told on real people. You said that someone actually did something that they were arrested for. However, I made an honest mistake. We said that we sold Lil Wayne items to try to prove to detectives that we weren't beefing with them. You see the difference? And let's not forget, you told Fanny you would take the stand on me and Lucci just to get out of jail. This would leave many fans confused confused on what side to pick. The rap industry was split right down the middle if this was actually explain this to Young Thug, as he was getting very angry on IG lives and tweets, trying to tell Young Thug, us regular people, we don't care if you snitch, just release some music.
Man, I ain't gonna cap with y'all, man. Listen, I'm having a absolute blast. Now, here's the thing. I'm a civilian. And I think rappers don't realize that most civilians don't care about snitching. We really don't care. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I listen to King Von, I listen to I don't want to people, and I don't care about I don't even like I don't like criminals, but I listen to the music. I'm watching the street right now. They're going through, yo, everybody, yo, they're having crisis management teams trying to figure out, yo, they're fighting for their lives right now, man. Yo, who's a snitch? Who's not a snitch? It's a snitch off. This is great. Yo, I love when street have to prove themselves to us. Because we watching like, we really don't care, but sure, crash out, go ahead.
However, there is still one secret Young Thug is holding, which remains untalked about. Young Thug is being outed for snitching in 2015. The 2015 case that brought it all up was actually in the YSL RICO trial, and no one is even talking about it. In the YSL trial, the prosecutors wanted to use evidence against Thug relating to the tour bus incident that Thug claims PeeWee Roscoe did. The report shared, Lil Wayne might be called to testify in Young Thug's ongoing YSL RICO trial about his 2015 tour bus incident.
There's no confrontation as to it.
It's not testimonial, Judge.
It's got to be relevant, and it's got to be for a particular purpose. Now, I'm telling you, if you get Mr. Carter in here, then that is, you'll solve a number of your problems.
As the judge told the prosecutors they need Lil Wayne to testify to confirm that the evidence is true. The prosecutors claim Young Thug created a hit on Lil Wayne's tour bus in 2015, paying money to PeeWee Roscoe to go and do the crime. Prosecutors found significant evidence proving Thug put up the money for the hit, which is why Young Thug started snitching in the interrogation room, as he didn't want to go to jail. But this is one huge issue. The prosecutors then brought the bus driver to the stand. The report read, a tour bus operator for rapper Lil Wayne started to get emotional while recalling the moments at the bus in 2015. The operator said that he retired following the incident.
Tell the jurors what happened once you got on 285.
Once I got on 285, within minutes, that's when that car came along and started at the bus.
Are you able to discern where the are coming from? Is it coming from the front of the bus, the back of the bus, or somewhere else?
They started at the back of the bus. They my engine, my radiator, and just started all down the side of the bus.
And at the time, did you have those passengers? Were those passengers that came out of the club, were they still on your bus as this bus is being up?
Yeah, they were back there screaming on the floor.
But Lil Wayne never showed up to the courtroom, which is what you're supposed to do. You never snitch, you never talk with police, and you never even email them back. But Young Thug did the complete opposite. But here's where it gets concerning. With all of this snitching evidence coming out, and Young Thug responding to everyone, dissing them, it ends up breaking his probation. The news wrote, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. As when Young Thug was just released from jail, one of the first things he did was diss a woman police officer.
What Young Thug did to have and this is how you know this 4PF is real. Young Thug posted the woman. This is Marissa Vivierdo. He said biggest liar in the DA office. He posted her, okay? And then he also reposted all my homies hate Vivierdo. Now, this is someone who is a officer of the law. This is someone who is a government official. When you do that and you're under probation, the government is going to be like, oh, you sending a smoke signal that people should hurt this woman? That's why they're doing a motion to revoke his shit. Why did he do this? Because she's testifying in the OMF case, and she's basically saying, yo, OMF and 4PF, Lil Baby and them, they're beefing and is dying. and indictments finna come down.
The feds have been collecting evidence against Young Thug to put him back into jail, which makes some believe they're the ones leaking all of the snitching interrogation footage, so Thug would respond back to all of these rappers breaking his probation. Even DJ Academics called it over a year ago that the stipulations in his probation agreement are a setup for the court to put Young Thug back into jail.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about again. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody know Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
As Young Thug would share a snippet at a club party that he was at on a new song that he's been working on. The lyrics of this song completely go against his probation agreement.
Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up name. Hear this. He said, yeah, Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I ain't know that was telling. And then he says, the only reason I with you, Gunna, it was because of Troop. Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these rats. That's what he's saying. He believes they're cooperatives, okay? Now, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a let's crash out drill music type of way where you just say their names and call them rats.